Froggy, Real Country Variety, it's Danger in Nashville for CMA Week. We're talking to one of the biggest stars in country music right now, Jason Aldean. How are you, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Entertainer of the Year?
Yeah, we're in there. Whether or not we take it home will be a different story. But I don't know, man. It's the fact that we're even up for that award, man, is really exciting. I feel like we've had a great couple of years touring on the road, and I feel like that award is somewhat of a touring award. So it's we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Listen, I mean, you deserve the nomination, no doubt about it.
Well, I appreciate it, man. It's that's a big one. I mean, there's a reason they give that one out at the end of the night, and I always said I never wanted to be nominated for anything just as a token nominee. I wanted to, if we were going to be nominated, I wanted to feel like I had a legitimate chance at winning it, and I feel like we got as a legitimate chance as anybody. So, I'm excited, man. It's going to be a fun night, I think, for everybody. When
you did your sold-out show in Pittsburgh this summer, you mentioned on stage about 7 years ago when you played downtown Pittsburgh at Saddle Ridge. That was with Froggy. You were actually on my show that afternoon.
Yeah.
And isn't it crazy? I mean, we had a packed house that night. You had Hicktown at that time. But now your shows are selling out in like 10 minutes.
You know what? That was the night that we found out my first album went gold.
I remember.
And I don't know how we made it through that show.
It was a fun night.
But it was a lot of fun. And, it has, man. It's come a long way. I mean, to think about, those days and to think about now, selling out shows, not only selling them out, but selling them out in a matter of minutes. I mean, that's stuff that, you can't even dream up. I mean, that's just crazy. And that's things that started happening this year. And it's just, it's been a crazy year, man, but it's been a fun ride.
Doing Pittsburgh, I mean, it sells out so fast now. Have you thought about, like, adding maybe a second show in Pittsburgh?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think with seeing the way things went this year and seeing us selling out shows in, 4 or 5 minutes, like that kind of thing, I think that's really when you start to look at, all right, well, we need to start going in and either play in a bigger venue, which would be a stadium, or either plan to go in and, play an amphitheater or whatever for 2 nights. So we did some of that this year. We did Atlanta like that this year. We played the amphitheater there 2 nights in a row. But that was things that really just kind of started happening this year, where it kind of made us step back and go, all right, we need to really look at this for next year. So hopefully Pittsburgh will see y'all for a couple nights next year.
Your new record, Night Train, you go all over the place on that. You're rocking out, but you also got a little more rap on there. You dared to go there.
Well, you know what, man? I've never wanted to kind of paint myself into a corner when it came to my records, man. I want people to, I want to be allowed to do whatever kind of music I want to do, and whether it be, something like a dirt road anthem or a My Kind of Party song or a ballad, like a ballad like we did with Kelly. I mean, just anything like that. I never want to paint myself into a corner where I can't, branch out and do different things, and so to me, music's music, and if I like it, I want to cut it. And I'm really proud of this Night Train record. I think it's a great album, and I'm just glad it's finally out there for people to hear.
It's on my Move Music phone. Listen to it on the way here. And by the way, the Dirt Road Anthem song, I mean, you rapped in that song. A lot of people thought that would never work, but not only was it #1, it's up for an award.
It is, man, and obviously one of the songs that has changed my career, I mean, that was a huge song off of that My Kind of Party album. And I think a big reason that it was so big was that it was so different. There was nothing else like that out, and I think sometimes when you take a risk like that, the reward can be pretty amazing, and a lot of times people are just scared to do it, and for us, I mean, I always said if I was going to go down, man, if this career wasn't going to work, I wanted it to not work on my terms. I wanted to put out music that I liked and that I felt like represented me, and if it didn't work, then that's fine. I could live with that, but it's luckily for us, it's been good, man, and things are rolling, and the new album looks like it's picking up where the last one left off.
He's Jason Aldean. Look for him possibly winning Entertainer of the Year at the CMA Awards on Thursday night. You'll see him on ABC and hear him on Froggy, and can't wait to see him in Pittsburgh next summer.
Thank you, brother.